We're going to put them in on a floor mode. I'm Christopher, my wife's Paula. We're in El Paso, Texas. The pool is a saltwater pool. The issue we have generally here is a lot of wind. The wind brings a lot of sand. We get a lot of sand, leaves, other junk gets into the pool. We'll get you some video of what's currently in there. So the robot hasn't run in a few days. This is typical after a few days of wind. The stuff that blows in sinks down if we don't take it off. The trick is getting a robot that can pick up sand and hold it. A lot of the normal filters will pick up the sand, but it'll go right back through and land on the bottom again. So they gave us a sand filter in this one. It does a pretty good job. What it doesn't seem to do is get to the steps themselves. I think the steps are too narrow for the robot to manage, so it can't really clean the steps, but it does do a good job on the floor. We'll go ahead and put them in. So what we do like about the Beatbot is it'll do surface and floor. The problem we're having is the wall level. When it comes over to our shallow shelf, the robot has a tendency to want to climb up on this shelf, and then it realizes it's too shallow and it gets stuck. So if there's a gripe on this robot, is it needs to identify that this shelf is too shallow for it to operate on and to go away from this shelf. The second shelf on the other side is deeper. It manages that shelf just fine, but again, it still has trouble on stairs and this one shelf. Other than that, the robot does a fantastic job on the bottom getting around the pool, covers all the areas with the new filter, picks up a lot of the sand issues that you can see we get, and those are our main concerns. The older robots we had a surface robot. We also had two different robots that we used for the floor. Both of them would only cover small areas. They wouldn't navigate their way across the pool. This robot has done a really good job of, in a 3 to 5 hour cleaning cycle, it'll get around 90+% of the pool and clean up and hold a lot of dirt, a lot of leaves. It's pretty impressive, the size of the basket and the amount that it can retain. And when you want it to work on the surface, it'll do surface mode for us, so we don't need a second robot for that. So it's been really nice in that regard. Some things we'd like it to be able to do better. The stairs, the shelf. Other than that, it's been a great experience. So the previous robot we were using, actually we had about 3, was a Dolphin Quantum. The second robot we had was a Poolmate. And the third robot we had was like a skimmer. So a surface skimmer, and I think the name was like a Beatbot or something like that off of Amazon. They all worked. They all did a fairly decent job. But again, the floor robots never covered the full pool. They wouldn't even cover half the pool on a single run. The Beatbot has been doing quite a good job of getting a large amount of the floor done in one 3 to 5 hour session. Another thing that's been impressive on that is the battery length on it. Quite a good charge capacity. Like I said, it can cover a good 4+ hours on a full floor mode. We were interested in doing this beta test for this robot because of the capability of it doing surface and floor and everything in between, to remove the fact that we currently have 3 robots outside that we rotate through and still don't really get a great job done. If we can put all that into one robot, it makes life a lot easier. As far as the unboxing went, showed up no problems, delivery was good, the box was in good condition, opened it up, everything was beautifully well packed, tight, well organized. As soon as you open it up, the first thing you're going to see basically is an instruction set of how to get started, which is really nice. Just a quick how-to, a visual schematic of how to start up, charge, unpack, prep the robot, also how to get it set up on the app. All very well explained, quite simple to follow. The design, the look of it, the heft of it, the quality just of the feel of grabbing it, quite nice. Feels sturdy, feels well put together as far as just being a fairly solid machine. A little heavy, maybe for the slight out there who don't like a heavy robot. Don't know if it would be a problem for you. The nice thing it does do is as it submerges, it fills up a ballast tank inside with water to put itself down, so it adds weight to stay submerged. When it comes up, it empties that ballast tank, so When you're pulling it out, you're not pulling out all that water with it as well, which does lighten it up compared to some of the other robots we've had that don't have that capability, and you're pulling out a good few gallons of water with it, which add quite a lot of heft to a robot. In summation, enjoyed the quality of the clean that this robot conducted, both on the floor and on the surface. Again, its ability to do steps and manage, if you have shallow shelves, the little Baja shelves, depending on the depth of the shelf, it may or may not have issues with it. I believe it's rated at around 8 inches. Ours sits right around there, and it was having trouble getting up on that shelf. Sometimes it's a bit more shallow, and that could have been the issue. But other than that, the quality of the clean, the amount of debris that it can hold in its basket, pretty impressive.
You already know that the most annoying part isn't the floor, it's the stuff floating on top. Leaves, pollen, bugs, and most robotic cleaners ignore everything on the surface. This is the Beatbot Sora 70. It combines true water surface cleaning with full pool coverage, handling the water surface, floor, walls, and the waterline all in one system. It's truly one of a kind and best in its class. In this video, we're going to take a closer look at how it works, how it performs in real use, and why it's a great value in its class. So let's unbox it and see what's inside. Inside the box, you'll find the Sora 70 itself with a 6-liter debris basket already installed, along with the charging cable, a retrieval hook, the manual, and a quick start guide with instructions on the back. The Sora 70 is designed for long-term outdoor use with IP68 waterproofing, corrosion resistance, and protection against the sun and cold. It's built to live outside by the pool. At the front, an ultrasonic sensor located right here constantly reads the pool walls, steps, and obstacles, which allows the robot to make real-time navigation decisions. Also right here are the 2 water jets that help guide floating leaves and debris toward the clean. But more on that a bit later. On both sides of the robot, there are 2 propellers that help it move smoothly. There's also 4 guide wheels, 2 on each side, to help it run closer to the surface and edges where most of the debris tends to collect. All of these components combined work together to enhance the water surface cleaning. Underneath, the dual group roller brushes on the front and back work together with the track wheels on each side, which maintain steady contact and stable movement across flat surfaces like the pool floor and the walls. Inside, there's a removable 6-liter basket with an inner filter that collects debris and can be easily accessed from the top switch here. On the top, the handle makes it easy to lift, and the water outlet located right here releases the water back into the pool while also helps generate suction and forward movement. At the back of the robot here, you can check the status along with the mode switch and mode indicator, along with the charging port right here. Using the Sora 70 is super simple. All you have to do is charge it, drop it in, and let it take care of the rest. Before using it for the first time though, just make sure it's fully charged. After powering it on, you can select a cleaning mode using the mode switch on the back, or you can use the Beatbot app. The indicator light shows you which mode is selected, and the app walks you step by step through the process. To start cleaning, simply place it gently into the pool along the wall. In surface mode, it starts cleaning right away. And in floor or full cleaning modes, it settles to the pool floor and begins automatically. After that, when the job is done, it parks itself at the pool edge and it drains as you lift it out. So there's no daily skimming, no babysitting, and no complicated routines. Just hands-free pool cleaning. The standout feature of the Sora 70 is JetPulse water surface cleaning. Instead of just relying on suction, the Sora 70 uses the industry-first twin jet system. There are 2 water jets, one on each side as I showed earlier, and each jet pushes water both inward and outward at the same time. This guides floating debris into the central suction inlet while blocking it from slipping past the sides. And if there is an extra dirty or problem area in your pool, you can guide it directly using the app with a speed button for quicker turns and targeted surface cleaning completely hands-free. Moving on to specific cleaning coverage, Sora 70 delivers 4-zone coverage all in one cycle. It cleans the floors, walls, waterline, and the water surface, and more. It can also clean shallow platforms and tanning ledges as low as 8 inches. It does this all while automatically transitioning between zones using the ultrasonic sensors to detect steps, slopes, and edges. So if your pool has any of these, this makes a huge difference. Those are usually the areas where dirt and algae usually start, and most other robots simply can't reach them. So the result is total pool coverage. Floor, walls, water lines, water surface, and platforms, all from one device. So this means no manual scrubbing and no extra tools are needed. It truly is hands-free cleaning that prevents the problem areas before algae spreads and breeds. Next, let's talk about suction power. The Sora 70 delivers a powerful 6800 GPH flow rate, which is super impressive for a pool cleaner in this range. That power comes from its HydroBalance structure, which is a center-mounted pump design that keeps the water flow smooth and suction stable as it cleans. This, combined with its advanced 8-motor system, the Sora 70 achieves superior suction that handles everything from fine sand particles to stubborn debris. Also, with its dual brushes that create a wider cleaning path, it handles larger debris like whole leaves and twigs that standard inlets cannot handle. Speaking of that filtration, the Sora 70 uses an ultra-large 6-liter debris basket with a 150 micron filter. The standard filter handles heavy debris like leaves, twigs, insects, and sediment without restricting the water flow. So that means suction stays strong even during longer cleaning cycles. And if you want clearer water, you can switch to the optional 3-micron ultrafine filter to capture microscopic particles after the heavy debris has been removed. It's designed to capture smaller particles like fine sand, cement dust, pollen, and dead algae, and even oil residue. So, how long does it last? The Sora 70 is powered by its high-efficiency 10,000 mAh battery, which is designed to handle full pool cleaning all in a single run. Depending on the mode, you're getting up to 5 hours of floor cleaning, up to 7 hours of surface cleaning, or a full wall, floor, and waterline cycle without stopping. As far as the size of the pool, it can cover up to 3,230 square feet in a single session. For most large residential pools, that means a complete coverage in a single cycle. So, Sora 70 has fewer charging cycles, no mid-clean shutdowns, and it's less time worrying about whether the job is actually finished. So when the cleaning is finished or the battery levels drop below 12%, the Sora 70 automatically moves toward the bottom of the pool's edge, then drains the water and floats up to the surface. The advanced smart drain system automatically releases the excess water to make the unit lighter, so you're not lifting a heavy water-filled robot out of the pool. So no hooks, no reaching in with poles, and no strain on your back. It parks itself where it's easy to pick up near the pool's edge. So who should buy the Sora 70? If you're tired of skimming leaves every day, dealing with shallow ledges that get dirty fast, or paying a monthly pool cleaning service, the Sora 70 robot solves all of those everyday problems all in one system at a fantastic value. And if you factor in how much a regular pool maintenance and cleaning services cost, Sora 70 will pay for itself in just a few months. So overall, it's a smart long-term investment that saves time, effort, and ongoing maintenance costs. And to top it all off, it comes with a 3-year warranty, so you can trust that it will do its job. If you found this video helpful, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments below what you will do with all of your extra free time now that you don't have to go out and clean your pool every day. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one.
All right, guys, pool season is here. And this robot does something I've never seen before. This is the Beatbot Sora 70, and setup was stupid easy. Charge it up, drop it in, and that's it. So of course we had to test it. We dumped a pile of sand on the bottom, and this thing went straight to work. Back and forth, and yeah, it really sucks. Then it climbed and cleaned the walls, and started scrubbing the waterline. But here's the wild part. We threw leaves on the surface, and it blasted out this jet stream, something they call JetPulse, creating a funnel that literally draws debris in. Bottom, walls, surface, this thing cleans everything. And when it's done, it just parks itself at the edge so you can grab it and empty the bin. No cords, no hassle, no pool guy. This is the future of pool cleaning.
All right, as you can see, we got some pool cleanup to do. Just drop it in the water, and it's going to do its thing in a minute there. This is the Beatbot on skimming mode itself.